Yeah.
Okay. Wait.
What?
Wait, you are telling me that you're watching Resident Evil 3 while doing this episode of the podcast, and you're gonna randomly freak out because something's gonna horrify you?
Hopefully not.
Have I seen Resident Evil 3? Is that the one that was
The demo just came out
it's the
tonight.
One that had the girl in the blue crop top. It was for
I've seen 4 and 5 played a lot.
Okay, then you probably
4 was the bad one, right? 5 was
4 was the amazing
6
one.
was
5
the
was
bad
the
one.
one. 5 was the one where you
was...
punched a boulder to death. With your
Wait, was 5 the one with the volcano?
Yeah, it was. You're on the volcano, and a fucking rock is coming towards you. And Chris is just like, "Yo, give me those fucking roids," and he punches the fuck out of a boulder with his bare hands, and that boulder fucking loses.
Wait, is that
Chris Redfield?
Is she standing next to Chris Redfield in this picture?
Where?
I don't know. I looked up pictures on Google, and I see her. She looks like the
Claire?
girl from...
You might be looking at Carlos, but let me see what...
For Jill Valentine.
Who the hell is Carlos?
He's in 3!
Jill Valentine. Carlos is the guy with curly hair, apparently, now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, this is Carlos.
He looks kind of like that one guy from Tekken.
Oh, yeah. He kind of reminds me of Mitsurugi.
Tekken.
Carlos Oliveira. Okay,
Yeah.
how do you go from Chris Redfield, who sounds like super cool, who's like, yeah, zombies, take this, to, hello, my name is Carlos Oliveira. I'm here to eradicate the biting foe.
I mean, he's got a personality. Chris is a piece of bland toast.
But I mean, that's all Chris is supposed to be. Why does Carlos need a personality? Chris has got biceps and a chin.
What's wrong with him having personality? I don't.
What is your personality going to do in a zombie apocalypse? Tell me right now. What does it do in a zombie apocalypse?
Determine how you fucking act in a zombie apocalypse? I don't know.
Okay, so does Carlos use a gun?
Yes.
Does Chris use a gun?
Yes.
Okay, so what's the difference between having a personality and not having a personality? What did that do for his shooting ability, for his killing ability? Nothing. I don't think. If anything, he probably talks more and wastes more of your time. It's a terrible speedrun already, I can tell.
I mean, OG Resident Evil 3 has a lot of RNG in its speedrun.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I've been watching people reset that run so many times lately. All I can think of whenever I hear Resident Evil 3 is September 28th. Daylight. Is it 27th or 28th? I think it's 28th. I don't know. But it's like the beginning. It's like the beginning thing that Jill says at like the beginning of the game. And like I just think of that for some reason. And I'm waiting to hear it right now on the stream. Anyway, did we start the thing? Have we started?
September 28th, 1998. Daylight.
I'm gonna try something real quick. Let me know if you guys can hear me.
All right.
Oh, no.
I want to bust out the fancy mic for this 4th episode of the podcast.
Whoa! Was that Gamma in HD?
Hello.
Gamma 4K?
HD.
Why, hello there. Hello. Do I sound low, loud?
You sound weird.
You sound very bassy.
Wub 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 wub.
Gamma dropped his bass so hard he created like a 4 on the Richter scale.
Wub wub wub. All right. Well, is it better than my other one? Should I continue or should I go back to what people are used to?
I don't know. I kind of just want to imagine you're just the person, like, you know how you'd be the people talking, commentating over people's lives? I want you when I go into surgery.
Oh boy, he's pulling up for surgery. The doctor's getting the anesthetic.
Yeah, anesthesia. Oh my god. No, you know what? You're not.
It tastes like root beer, and he's gone.
Why? What? What? Oh, hold on. I have several questions.
Why would it taste like root beer?
Why are you tasting anesthesia to begin with?
Wait, have you guys never had like flavored anesthesia?
No.
Dude, what?
I think I've had like a sleeping gas that smelled like strawberries.
Yeah, no, it smelled like root beer.
That's weird.
Like I think I've only done it once, But I went to a children's hospital to get my tonsils and stuff out. And they're like, what flavor do you want? And I'm like, I don't know, what flavors are there? And they're like, strawberry, chocolate, root beer. Yeah, got me at root beer. Give me the drugs.
Amazing.
And then I woke up and I was like, oh, I don't have tonsils anymore.
Oh.
Well, no, it wasn't tonsils, it was adenoids. My tonsils were okay, I think.
Oh, the adenoids.
I have
Yeah.
no idea what those are.
In your nose, I think?
Oh.
Like nose tonsils, maybe? I'm not sure. I'm not a doctor.
Adenoids are a patch of tissue that is high up in the throat just behind the nose. They, along with the tonsils, are part of the lymphatic system. The lymphatic system clears away infection and cleared body fluids and balance. The adenoids and tonsils work by trapping germs coming in through the mouth and nose. Source, medlineplus.gov.
Oh, so they are nose tonsils, basically.
I mean,
Yeah, they are basically nose tonsils.
Okay, cool.
I was being
think
very
this is-
facetious, but yeah, I guess.
Did we ever do our intro?
We have an intro?
I was gonna wait to say, Gamma, perhaps you should change mics because you're spiking so hard in my ear. You
Oh,
are
sorry.
becoming me. It's okay.
sorry.
You could unless you lower the mic, maybe it'd be better.
I could lower the mic.
Also,
Hold
welcome
on,
to
let
this
me
episode's
just-
podcast on the PGRC.
Give me a second. Fudge.
Live editing.
I mean, there's no editing involved. That's the gimmick, right?
The gimmick is that there's
Right.
no editing.
The gimmick is that we're subpar. All right,
When will I ever escape that? I already do subpar content. Why do I gotta do it with collaborations?
All right, how's this? Is this better?
That's better, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Sorry about that, guys.
No
No, you're good.
I
problem.
apologize. I might try to edit it out. If not, I'm sorry. Deal with it.
It was the adenoid
good.
missing. That's the problem.
You're missing your nose.
I needed the
tonsils.
adenoids.
Give me the adenoids.
I need my nose tonsils so that I can speak clearly.
Can you go walk
Obviously.
into a doctor's office and just tell that to the local doctor?
I need a transplant for my nose tonsils real quick, please, doctor.
They just drop their clipboard going, why did I take this job? I could have been a bus driver. Nobody talks to me when I'm a bus driver.
I don't know, it'd be hard to get to a doctor right now.
That's fair.
No, but yeah. So off the topic of nose tonsils, how are you guys doing?
Yup.
Oh, wait.
That's how we're doing. It's
We
just-
should do the
Yep, just-
opening.
We are now Looney Tunes, apparently.
I don't know. It's the first tune that came to mind. So sorry.
The failing tune?
I don't know. I don't think before I speak. Haven't we gone over this?
We've gone over it so many times in so many videos, so many podcast episodes, so many collaborations on stream,
Yeah.
IRL getting to know you.
Ooh, speaking
Can't
of
wait for you to-
collaborations.
Huh?
Friday.
Ah.
Animal Crossing.
Oh my god.
Yes, sirree.
Bob.
Oh wait, I work Friday.
Oh no.
I'm gonna cry.
Dreams crushed. Immediately.
Everything sucks. I hate the world.
Aw.
Freak. I can't wait to go outside in Animal Crossing and
I don't-
pretend that everything is fine.
That's how it's gonna be, sadly.
I'm just bugging. It's soon and I want it.
You got
Apparently
2
they're
days.
yeah, 2 days. You know what sucks?
Hmm.
GameStop is actually doing the midnight release for Doom
Ooh.
tonight, like Thursday night.
Really?
Yeah, they're gonna do it for all their stores. And Animal Crossing's still on Friday, and I'm mad because they could have done it the other way around. Don't get me wrong, Doom's a good game, but Animal Crossing though.
Mm-hmm.
I've been waiting
Gamma.
years for this. Yes.
If you recall from all the other, and I guess Raz, if you recall from all the other Animal Crossings, remember how you were not allowed to go do a lot of things outside until you owed Tom Nook?
What
So
do you
pay it back, you
mean?
mean?
Like, you really couldn't access a lot of the islands, and you couldn't do a lot of things. Is that going to be the self-isolation that Animal Crossing makes us feel, and we're all going to regret it on the desert island where we are isolated from society?
Yeah, but it was easy to pay him back though.
You just go grind fishing for like
Yeah, you
all the time.
fish, grab bugs.
See, you guys are
Pick up
smart. I just
seashells.
did fruit. And
Well,
seashells.
no.
I just-
Whoa, whoa.
You know what? I did the same thing. I can't lie. I back when I was a kid, I didn't understand that it would be a lot easier just to fish and stuff.
I was 15 years old. Shut up.
I mean, I was like 12, so that's close enough. Whatever. So yeah, no, I get you on that. I guess here's the word. If you guys want to pay off your debts faster, go fishing. Just go on a boat and fish. Pay off your student loans and whatnot.
Pay off your student loans by fishing.
Yep.
That'd be pretty good.
If you walk into your university carrying a largemouth bass, saying, "Here you go,"
Just throw a fish at them. Just fucking.
You just walk up to the Office of Financial Aid with this giant ass fish.
hey, you got your scale in the back? I need to weigh how much this is worth.
Oh,
Oh
man.
my god.
You're in Oxford. I need to know how much it's worth in pounds.
Amazing.
What's the euro conversion rate? Largemouth bass.
Let's see. Bass to euro conversion.
It's just gonna give you like prices of bass guitars in euro.
1.35 bass to a euro.
What?
So why? Okay, hold on. Which 0.35 is the worth it though? Which one's the value? The tail or the head?
Oh,
No, people don't
I
eat fish
mean-
heads, but people don't eat fish tails either. I don't know what. I can't just give them the
Just-
middle. That's just a waste of two
just-
parts of the body.
People eat
pick
the
up
head.
fish.
People
pick
eat
up
the
fish
eyeballs.
and get it like
Oh yeah, that's right.
slice it, like put it on a mandolin or something.
What?
Yeah.
What?
You get an even part of every fish.
You said put it on a mandolin?
Yeah, you know what
Like-
a mandolin
Like
is,
the
right?
instrument? Or like
No,
the...
no, not the instrument. Here.
Oh.
Mandolin.
That's what I was thinking of. I was like,
Yeah.
you just play a tune while eating a fish head. No big deal.
It's like you just cut it.
It's,
Like, just,
it's
like,
a mandolin
slap-
slicer. I probably should have said the second part.
Is this like the Juilliard? Is this like that Juilliard thing?
Maybe.
Where I think the university, but it's like Juilliard vegetables, and it's just
There's
like
Juilliard vegetables? What?
yeah, it's just like neatly
Here.
chopped up vegetables. That's all it is. Here,
That's
Juilliard.
That's a mandolin. Just there you go. That's a mandolin. A mandolin is like it's a big old like
Oh.
with a blade on it, and you push the vegetables down, and you slice them through a thing, and it's all even and stuff.
Oh.
Wait, Juilliard's just a school? What the hell?
Juilliard is a school.
You're thinking julienne.
Oh, is it
Julienne's
Julian
maybe
vegetables?
like-
It is Julian
Julian-
vegetables. yes.
Julienne is like you're dicing, but not really dicing.
Yes.
Like, yeah. I guess you
It's
could
like
call it.
it's like a thick dice. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, sort of.
Okay, Mr. Culinary Expert. Look, I'm
Listen,
good at eating food, not cooking.
Sir, I've watched a lot of Food Network when I was a kid because I didn't get to go out
Good for you.
or go to
That's
school,
good.
so
That's good.
I learned how to cook that way.
That's actually really cool. I just watched it. I never applied anything I watched.
You know, I used to watch a lot of Iron Chef and Good Eats.
Oh my god, I used to
Friggin-
love watching those too.
Yeah, Alton Brown's the bomb. I like that dude.
Hmm.
I actually have to watch the new series because he just started doing it again.
Really?
Oh yeah, he re-upped it, and it's got more production value and 10 times more cheesy jokes.
Cheesy jokes.
Yep.
Ah.
I don't know.
Hey, do you know why puns are a speedrunner's best friend?
Why?
Why?
Because they're quick to make. I saw that on a stream and I turned it off.
Oh, no, I would too.
How do I turn you off? Oh, there you go.
By noob.
I was gonna say, I knew he said off, but the first thing that hurt is like, how do I turn him on? And they moved me to a different room going,
Oh no, not
What?
that kind. Oh god, no. No. Hmm?
wait, which room did you move me into the Destiny 2 room?
I don't know. I moved you somewhere that I wasn't looking.
This is your server, Gamma. You should know where everything's
know what
happening
it
every
is.
corner of the day.
I know
Be
what
the
it is.
Panopticon. Be Big Brother.
I haven't used this server in like 2 years. Okay.
You're a terrible
Give me
Big
a
Brother.
break. I am.
You'll
I'm a
never
terrible Big
succeed at
Brother.
1984 like this.
I'm sorry, what?
1984. Did you ever read that book?
No, I don't read books.
Okay, I was gonna
Illiterate.
say that's fair. I read the book, fantastic book. It will give you nightmares though if you're like me or Tim, where we know a lot about social sciences. So if you're prone to anxiety, don't read it. Just wait for it to happen in the next 50 years. There's your anxiety inducing.
Great, thanks. Thanks, I hate
Trying
it.
to think of which book that is. I know
1984?
I know someone's explained it to me, but I can't remember specifically that one.
It's where some guy. It's like Animal Farm. Have you read Animal Farm?
I have not. No.
Okay, it's like that's the kids version, but 1984 is like some guy is a worker in like the communist future of 1984, and it just talks about how everybody's a label and it's constantly being watched. That's where they explain the concept of the Panopticon and
I see.
how like basically controlling life to pacify it creates like an oligarch, despite the fact like it's supposed to be talking about like socialism and communism, but like what can happen when it's abused and not done correctly, or
I see.
Like the extreme of the future of security and having the all-seeing eye through technology and stuff like that.
Oh no. I said, oh no.
Yeah. It's very interesting because it brings up a lot of interesting concepts, and if you watch the movie, there's a naked woman. But
Why?
which we saw in grade 12,
Go
which was really no, it's she wasn't the most kept woman, let's put it that way. But it was really funny because it was my grade 12 English class, and all you see is my teacher. She was in like her, I don't know, early 50s or something like that. We're just all sitting there, and people were getting bored. And I was loving the movie because I'm just like, I love the concepts that they were talking about in 1984. And all of a sudden, we get into this dream sequence where the guy just sees like this really hairy German woman, and all you hear people go, "What the? Oh God, she's hairy!"
Oh yikes!
Because she was. How do I put this? In a she was hairy in the places that would generally be like censored. So the fact that it wasn't censored and being showed in a Catholic high school when most of us were not 18 plus was very interesting. You could see the teacher's face. She's just going like, she was giving us like very slight, like, you know, that slow head nod. But so like, yeah, like that type of thing. She was doing that. But no, it wasn't about the naked woman. It was just funny because she's like, I guess she felt proud that she got away with it in a Catholic high school.
Oh my God.
Of course, innocent me, I'm just like hiding I'm just holding my hand over my eyes, like blatantly just go like, I'm not staring at some hairy German woman. Just tell me what it's done.
I'm concerned.
There's boobs, and then there's other things. Yeah.
I'm very concerned.
And then it went back to the depressing reality of communism taking over the world.
Oh boy.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a turn.
It's basically like it's like those horror movies where they have like that random sex scene, and then it just goes into, oh, his entire body has been mutilated. Great.
My favorite part.
Yeah, my favorite part about horror movies. I never understood that about horror movies. I'm like, I just don't get it. Like, why does this exist?
Man, if people aren't torn into more than 3 pieces, it's not a horror movie.
After they bang someone, though.
And I'm disappointed.
I'm saying,
I mean, they got theirs. They're good. You know.
I guess that's the way to put it.
Life.
No, they got theirs somehow. Yep. Let's just call it experimentation to the end. Yeah.
I guess.
Anywho.
Hi. Hello.
Do you guys? I have a question for you.
I hopefully have an answer.
You will. It's a very simple concept that you can answer.
Okay.
Do you ever like when you know that you're going to be doing these types of podcasts? Like, I know you don't do like 1,000 of these, but like when you know that you're going to work with someone, and it involves a lot of like conversation, just like people listening to you or stuff that's like radio or stuff like that. Do you ever hold out on your conversations throughout all the time that you're not doing the podcast or the conversations with until you get to that point so you feel like you have stuff to talk about nonstop?
I don't
know. You tell me.
I just kind of say words whenever. And that's how I content, honestly.
That's how I content.
I feel that.
Hashtag how I content.
I've heard advice, though, that one helpful thing to do is bullet journal. So, like, when you're doing stuff like this or, like, streaming or something, you have things to talk about because you remember the things that happened throughout like the week and stuff like that. But I also keep forgetting to do that.
Oh
You
my
should write a
god.
bullet point about that.
Bullet point to not forget.
No, I've heard the
Just
same
that.
thing. I've heard the same thing. It's just I'm too lazy, and I don't think it would help me because I just literally I don't think when I talk.
Yeah, we know
that's
that.
how I go. That's how it works.
I just find it too mechanical. I don't feel right doing that. I'm not saying it's a bad thing to do. I just, like, for me, if I'm going to come up with a conversation, or if I'm going to remember something, it's important enough for me to bring it up and want to talk to other people about, whether it's just silly or serious or whatever. But, like, if I have to write it down, it's not a big deal. I used to do that with my girlfriend a lot because I felt really bad, especially when I was having, like, all my injuries and stuff. Like, my brain was really not remembering a lot of stuff at all. So I would actually write notes to make sure, like, when I went to go see my girlfriend, I'd actually pull out a list and go, okay, this is stuff we're going to talk about, right? Similar to what my grandfather would kind of do with his dementia. We were trying to teach him to, like, use his quotes to remind himself of certain things, like associate it. But like, if I was to do that for stream, I just feel like, what if I have a day where I don't think of something, like if my bullet list is emptier and I'm still doing the same amount of stream time, you know what I mean? Like, it feels so mechanical. I'm just like, I'd rather find a way to bring up a conversation point than have just a list of available things. Now, if it helps you, it helps you. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. It's just that's for me. And I get what you're saying, Gamma.
No, yeah, like, don't get me wrong. I'm not downing people who do that. It's probably a good idea. Just personally, like, for me specifically, it doesn't feel genuine when I'm talking if I'm not just doing it off the tongue. Yeah.
Like, it doesn't feel organic.
Don't take that as me saying, like, oh, it's ingenuine. No, everybody else. For me personally, I feel that way for my words. Everybody else. Go for it.
I was just gonna say, you just confirmed that no one could be the face of Twitch if they use sticky notes.
I'm the face of Twitch? What?
No, you can't. You can't be the face of Twitch if you use sticky notes. That's what you just said.
I did? I mean, I guess I gotta stand by it. I said it.
No, Gamma.
No,
Be the better man.
By it.
That's very fair. You are honest like that. I was just thinking about it because I'm like, I know you were on vacation, and then, like, I still talk with Raz on the side, but I was just thinking because I'm like, I'm not seeing my girlfriend for 2 weeks because of the quarantine situation. And I'm like, I just noticed it's a trend with her. This is not the Shit Talk My Girlfriend show, by the way. This is just something that I find really funny. I know for her what she does sometimes is when we're talking over text or stuff like that, I feel like she holds out on conversational points until we meet up so that when we're hanging out in the flesh, like, she has more to talk about. And I don't know if that's because I always have something to talk about. Like, she talks a lot like I do. Her and I are just literally, we can talk for hours because we both don't shut up. It's a perfect combination. But, not on a double date. But, the point being, like, I just noticed, I'm just like, if this happened 4 days ago, why didn't you talk about it 4 days ago when we were talking? And you just said you didn't have much to talk about. That's fascinating. I just think about that, right? Even with streaming, like, when you collaborate with people. No, I get that too. That's why I just found it interesting. 'Cause I'm like, we're doing a podcast, we're good friends, and, like, we don't talk about anything that we're going to talk about before this podcast. Because, again, great production value. But, like, it's just, I obsess over these types of behavioral things. I find them fascinating. I was just curious.
No, I can understand that. Like I'm saying, honestly, I feel you on that point. Because when it comes to saving, like, not content, but, like, topics to speak about, like, especially with, like, a significant other, for me at some point it got to the point where I was like, I don't know what to talk about. I've talked about everything. I probably should have held on to some stuff so that this wouldn't be so awkward.
Is that when you start breaking out in that whole, oh look, like, you start reading off every sign on the side of the road when you're driving? Oh my god, I hate that.
Wait, do you do that? Do you?
I don't know. Oh no, Raz, do you do that?
No, I did not know that people unironically just read signs like that.
Oh,
as they were
okay.
driving.
Oh, it's okay. Now it's the French Shit Talk show. Here we go. So, There was
Oh,
one
Lord.
time I was driving with I won't mention the names, but you know them. Let's just put it that way.
Okay.
And literally for 45 goddamn minutes,
Mm-hmm.
every sign that they passed on the highway, they would just read. And I'm like,
That
what
sounds
the
like them.
fuck is going on? Why are you reading Tim Hortons next off-road or off-ramp? I'm like, this is just what we do. We read it because we have nothing to talk about the car. I'm like, you just read signs? I'd rather you play I Spy or something like that. And I go, yeah, we do that sometimes. I'm like, but you're just reading signs, like Bass Pro Shop.
I
Cool.
mean,
I could see that too. Whoa, we're twinning, guys. Like, oh my god.
Whoa, it's exit 46.
That's what they would do. That's what they would do. They'd just be like exit 46, and because you be in the country roads, there'd be an exit every fucking 10 minutes. And I'm like,
Oh,
I don't give a
no.
shit. This is not ours. Why do I care? Ah. Like, there's sometimes you read one off and come up with something, but it's just like when you just randomly read it. I don't know why. That's just something people do. There's nothing wrong with them. I'm just like, why? It's like when people lead with the weather. When they lead, like, when someone leads your conversation with the weather, you're like, okay, we'll be done in 20 minutes here. That's good. If you got to lead with the weather already, that's an easy indicator. Gamma, you lead with the weather, don't you?
what?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Neil, I had a question for you.
I have an answer for you,
Because
probably.
I lurked, but I also was busy with homework and stuff while I was there on my vacation. How's Pillars of Dust?
Oh my god, it's a great game.
Is it?
Fantastic game. Very fantastic game.
Should I pick it up at some point?
Yes, you should pick it up before the 22nd because you get Shadows of Atoms for free. So it's like $5 American for 2 games that are worth about like
It's only $5.
15, 20 bucks. It's only $5 American, $7 Canadian right now. So yeah,
All right. Well, it looks like I'm spending $35 right now because
35
that
bucks.
game. Disco Elysium is on sale.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
Officer was mentioning that too.
Yeah, I gotta pick that up. That's a good deal. It's a good game from what I've seen and heard, and I'm excited to pick that up.
What is it about?
It is about I believe he's a washed-up police officer or detective, something like that. And basically, like, the mechanics of the game are really based in like D&D mechanics, but like for a video game and in a certain setting, like a somewhat recent setting, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
So it's just following that guy and like how he does certain things. Like the small things you do matter and change certain things of how the game plays out.
Interesting. Single
Pillars of Dust.
player.
$5. This is $6.29. It's on sale.
Oh,
Heck yeah.
whatever. It's $6. There you go.
Add to cart.
Yeah, actually the publishers were very nice. They even gave me a free copy of Shadows of Adam to play on the Switch.
It's the 24th.
Oh,
It's the
nice.
last day for the sale, and I don't see the other game. What other game are you talking about?
Shadows of Adam?
Oh, okay. That is till. It doesn't tell me. I can't read fast enough.
They said this week, so I'm assuming it ends on the Sunday.
I guess
I feel like they said the 22nd.
either that or the 24th.
Either
Yeah,
one.
It's in my cart. Either way.
But like, yeah, no, definitely, it's a great game. Fantastic game. Do I have this game? I feel like I have this game. No, I don't
Which
have this
one?
game. I thought I did.
Disco
Disco
Elysium?
Elysium. I
you should
I
have
have
it.
Disco Roller Derby. That's what it is.
That's completely.
Yes. They're basically the same game.
Wait, where's the
I have
full
the
name
word
of it?
disco
Hold
in
on.
them.
Robot Roller Derby Disco Dodgeball.
Oh,
amazing.
man.
How could you not buy a game with a name like that?
I got it for free.
Oh my god.
Apparently, it's a good game too. I've just never played. I have so many games on my Steam I just haven't played because I got it for free. I just haven't looked at it.
Oh my god.
That's everybody.
And most of them are anime, and I'm like, oh god, I'm gonna show up one day and people are gonna watch me play a game called Remnants of Isolation.
I bought
Yeah.
a game during, I think it was like the Steam Winter Sale that's like knockoff Persona 3. And I told myself I would play it, but I haven't yet.
Is it called Identity 7?
It's called Tokyo Xanadu EX Plus.
Sorry, what?
Yep.
Can you say that again 5 times fast?
That's a little too much effort.
Yeah, I know.
It's a very
I
long
love-
title.
I must say, I actually have a personal place in my heart for the word Xanadu because of Rush, the band. Like, I remember
Ooh.
listening to their song Xanadu.
Mm,
And I'm like, I just love the word Xanadu.
it's a cool word.
It's a cool word, and I have no idea why. It's just cool.
It just sounds cool. It starts with an X. Like, dude,
I know.
it's pretty cool.
But I mean, so does Xanax, and, you know.
Oh, it's not as cool.
See?
Oh man, you know
So we're-
what's
so-
cool?
What's cool?
Mm.
For all the weebs out there like me who watch Bleach, they're starting the anime back up.
Oh yeah, I saw that
Sure.
trending.
I knew it. They would do it. I like that anime unironically, and you can give me all the shit. But I'm still gonna watch it.
All I've really seen of Bleach is like when I was younger, there was this random time when I would be up when like
At
Adult
like
Swim
2 in the morning.
Yeah, when Adult Swim was
Yep.
airing like FMA Brotherhood and Bleach.
Yep.
I didn't start at the beginning, so I had no idea what was actually going on, but like I was just kind of thrown
Same.
into Bleach. And I was just like, why is it that they have the need to summarize like 10 episodes ago at the beginning of every single episode?
Because I don't know. They
I was just
do.
like, I could literally skip the first 10 minutes of this episode because it's all summary. What even is this?
I mean, they kind of do that with all of the shonen anime, like Dragon Ball, Naruto, all that stuff.
That's fair.
Especially if it's filler, which Bleach was a lot of filler.
So it's One Piece.
I mean, surprisingly enough, I don't think One Piece actually does that. Does it?
Filler?
You know what? It doesn't. No, it does filler. I'm talking the start thing, but yeah, no, it does. I forgot about that. Like a lot of animes that are shown in anime start out with like, oh, last episode on
Yeah.
Dargan Balezod.
Oh, I love watching Jargon Belzog.
Yeah, that was,
Jargon. Bell.
they did that thing that made that guy really angry, and now they're gonna hit that guy to find out what happens on the next episode of that Dargan Balzod.
And they spend the next 2 episodes hitting that guy.
But before they hit that
And then
guy,
miss.
they yell really loud.
And then miss. That one freaking episode. I'll never forget my reaction to that one episode. When I used to watch Dragon Ball Z as a kid.
Mm.
The whole episode where for 30 minutes they're charging up. And then the next episode he just misses. I'm pretty sure I was at my grandma's house and I'm like, what? She's like, what's wrong? And I'm like, nothing, no. I was so pissed.
That's great.
I was just so pissed. I'm like, I waited 2 days for you to miss. What the hell?
Oh, man.
I keep having my girlfriend's sister trying to, because she loves One Piece, and I like, and believe it or not, I actually like the concept of One Piece. I like the pirate concept and stuff like that, and it seems cool.
Mhm.
But I have no will to get into anime. I just have no will. I cannot convince myself, like, because I don't even watch series anymore. Like, I used to watch Prison Break. I used to watch Card Captors religiously. Like, I used to watch a bunch of series, like Murdoch's Mysteries and stuff like that too. But I just don't do it anymore because I don't sit myself down and take that time. If I'm taking that time, I'm either working or I'm playing. Yeah, that's pretty much
That's
it.
it.
But like, I just
Completely
don't. I can't. I don't know if I don't feel the pressure to have to sit down and watch an anime or stuff like that. It's just like, I'm sure it'll be interesting. And then I hear there's over 1,000 issues of One Piece, and I'm like, oh my god, why? How many warlord stories can you have in One Piece? It's named One Piece. There's one freaking piece in it.
It's just one.
It's one goddamn piece.
It's a treasure.
I get a picture's worth 1,000 words, but it's one piece of it.
They gotta find the treasure though, noob.
How have they not found the treasure yet? Don't they have hints?
No.
They don't have hints yet? It's 1,000 episodes!
Well, they have hints, but like not really. Like it doesn't matter.
How stupid are these pirates?
They're not stupid. They're searching, and then they're fighting other pirates because the other pirates want the One Piece, but the One Piece doesn't want to be found. And then Goldie Rogers like, "Yo, that guy's my kid, though." And then, and then he's like, "No, but wait, though, I'm actually dead." and then Luffy's grandpa's like, "Oh shit."
See, that sounds
enjoys
legitimately
the name.
terrible. I would love to watch that, but I just can't put myself to it.
Honestly, I would recommend this to everybody. Just watch the abridged versions of these shows. They cut out so much filler on YouTube
Oh,
or
Yu-Gi-Oh!
wherever you
Bridge
find
was-
them. I don't know.
I'm so glad my friend showed me Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge. That was so good. It was so good.
Not that type of abridged.
Oh,
Abridged as in like they cut out the filler. Although that abridged is
Oh.
amazing as well.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen Yu Yu Hakusho abridged, please do that. Cause Kuwabara's just literally the best thing ever.
what would the PGRC abridge sound like? Would there just be no
it'd
episode?
like-
They cut out
it'd
all
be
the
a
filler.
minute. It'd be a
Yeah,
minute.
not
It
even.
would be a minute. We only have this is our 4th episode. I don't think it would be that long.
Speaking of long, I don't even know when we started, so I don't know how long we've been going.
I think we're
I
like
don't
20
either.
minutes, 25
I can't-
minutes.
I
It's 40
can't
minutes.
count.
Oh my god, it's 1:30? What the? Oh boy.
I know, right? The one thing I like is these go fast, but I also don't like that it goes fast because I enjoy.
Are you
talking
saying you
to
want to get the
this.
social interaction done and over with as fast as
I
you can?
just said in the second part of the sentence, noob.
I'm sorry, I cut you off. All I heard was you don't want to hang out with us.
You know what? I
understand.
specifically. You know what? Now that you mentioned it, specifically you, noob. I'm done.
I figured you haven't been to my stream in a week. I felt very depressed.
I mean, I have been. I've just been lurking.
Oh, okay, Gamma. Yeah, that's what they all say. That's what everybody says.
Yeah,
That's what
well,
everybody says.
next time I'll just lurk and turn on ad block.
Ooh.
Okay.
Got him. Got him.
No ad
Actually-
revenue.
Actually, real talk. Back when I used to
Mm-hmm.
do PokeTubing,
Uh-huh.
I actually got in shit with a couple of people because they were insulted that they didn't think I was watching their YouTube videos. In reality, I actually wasn't watching their YouTube videos because I just couldn't stand their freaking voice and like their presentation was atrocious. Like I'm not talking like they know how to video edit or whatever because not many people knew how to video edit back then anyways. And not like I was gonna bash anybody about that. But it's like I actually couldn't stand them. Like I'm here sharing your stuff. I'm giving it a shot. I'm giving it a view. Why are you shitting on me? Like why you gotta do that?
Give me
So
names.
I'm well versed in that. Yeah, I can give you the names.
No, don't give names. We don't want to.
I'm
We
not
don't
gonna
want to make
give
enemies
names.
here.
What am I gonna do? What do you mean make enemies? I
don't
won.
know.
There's no enemies when I'm winning.
I mean, what? I
When
like
you're
potatoes.
Same.
Sadly, I
You're
haven't
good.
had any in like a week though.
I've
Oh,
Oh, wait,
been.
no, I take it back. Okay, so here's a little tidbit from my vacation.
Uh-huh.
We're all gonna like go crazy drinking and stuff. So we needed to eat something before we did that.
Potatoes.
So we ordered Chinese food.
Okay, that's the worst idea, but sure.
Turns out the place was. Oh, that's not the worst idea. I mean, it's just Chinese food.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Not because Chinese
Because
food has a lot of
it's-
salt in it,
You're not wrong. You are correct.
which dehydrates you when you're gonna start drinking a lot. Because believe it or not, if you take the grease, like I say that actually with scientific evidence, because I remember actually talking in one of my classes. Now I've ruined your entire story by bringing in science. Sorry, but I remember one of our classes. They were saying like, if you're going to be a college person when we were in university, you know, like if you're going to go binge on booze, what do you eat? Most people are like pizza, chips, Chinese food. And they're like, but why would you order a bunch of greasy, salty stuff when you could just go like Panera Bread and just grab a bunch of bread and you'd be perfectly fine? And we're like, oh. Pat the pizza down. Ah, Professor, you're cool. Anyways, continue. That's why I say that.
Yeah. So the Chinese food place.
Uh-huh.
We did not realize it until after we ordered the food. It was a Chinese / Puerto Rican place.
Interesting concept.
So that's what I said. I'm like, that's interesting. Because
What is
I
Puerto
didn't
Rican
realize
food?
on the menu it said like mofongo and stuff, and I'm like, what?
Yes, I like to order one shupabop.
I know mofongo's like it's a Hispanic like plantain dealio. It's all right.
Ooh.
That's why I
nothing
asked
good.
you what Puerto Rican food is like. I've never had Puerto Rican food.
Well, you can have Puerto Rican food when you meet my friends, because some Puerto Rican. All right, where was I going with this? Oh yeah,
Is it spicy?
sort of. No,
Crap.
maybe.
Oh god.
It depends. Like, I don't eat the spicy stuff, so I wouldn't know. But yeah, so I was not expecting this. My food, my meal that came with fried rice and boneless spare ribs
Nice.
also came with French fries.
Hmm?
I don't know,
Nice.
that's the first I've ever gotten French fries from a Chinese place, and that is the last time I will ever get fries from a Chinese place.
Was it
Because
actually
not
French
great?
fries or was it just
it
like
was literally French fries,
Oh.
and they were so soggy and gross.
Aww.
I could not eat more than I ate one, and then I was like, fuck the no. I'm not happening.
But of course
and
with a slightly buzzed voice, be like, the fuck no.
Ha, you think I can get drunk?
I know.
Dude, they went crazy too. Like, my one friend bought like moonshine soaked cherries, like a big old jar of it.
Your friend drinks moonshine? Interesting.
Well, okay, it's not necessarily drinking the moonshine. It was just like, you get moonshine, you put cherries in it, and you let it soak.
Oh
So it
my!
tastes like cherries, but also burns the fuck out of your throat.
Oh no! You know what really gets people going? You
Mhm.
ever heard of alcohol-soaked gummy bears?
What?
Yes, I
Okay.
have.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, I
no.
have stories for
So-
that one too.
I could probably summarize your story with this same story. Don't leave them overnight. because
you are correct.
my friend did it for a New Year's party. I can't remember which party she did it for.
Mhm.
And they came out so soggy, you could not even taste the gummy bear. It was literally like a solidified. I think she put it in vodka or something like that. She put a sugary alcohol into a sugary.
Oh yeah, no,
Gooey
you
treat.
soak it in vodka. That's how it go.
You can't soak it in anything else, dude. That's so much sugar.
Oh yeah, no, alcohol is sugar. What? I don't know where you're going with this.
No, but like that's like even more sugar. But
Yeah,
I mean, vodka's really bad though. Vodka's not like if it's Smirnoff, it's a really bad example. It's a really bad example.
Listen, when you are
You need
drinking
to pure stuff.
alcohol, you do
Uh-huh.
whatever you can to make it not taste like alcohol.
Are you sure? I love the taste of alcohol.
I don't know.
Quote
you,
that.
You live. You do you.
Are you an on the rocks guy?
I'm not actually. I'm more of a. I drink it straight.
Through
out
the veins,
bottle.
please.
Okay, well, okay. It depends. It depends.
Yeah, that's
So,
me too. It depends.
if I was trying to get fucked up, which I did consistently for a while, I
And
would just drink straight
responsibly.
out the bottle.
Yes. Yes, out the bottle.
Which was how I did those 2 bottles that one time I got drunk. Or tried to get drunk.
And failed.
Or
I was there.
I'll do fruity frozen drinks. I don't give a fuck. They can be
What's wrong with them?
spiked real hard. People down that type of drinking.
I
They say,
don't
"Oh,
get that.
if you really want to get drunk, you'll drink straight or on the rocks." And I'm like, no, but I like the fruity and the sweet, and I don't taste the alcohol, but I'll still feel a buzz, hopefully.
Wait, somebody told you drinking on the rocks is the way to go? Watering it down doesn't make it any manlier or any better than having it with, like, a cocktail or a mocktail, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
What?
That's
Your friends were like my friends with the Animal Crossing.
Oh yeah, but back to the gummy bears. Back to your friend's
Oh,
story.
boy.
Okay, so my story
Mhm.
with that is I've told you about my friend Calvin, right?
Mm-hmm.
He is my wonderful friend, and I hope he forgives me for talking about this. But
Got
it was his 21st birthday,
Oh, no.
and his mom did vodka soaked gummy bears and Swedish fish.
You've told me this story. Yes.
And basically we can fast forward to Calvin and one of my other friends were eating the fuck out of those gummy bears and Swedish fish, and it ended with both of them with their faces in the sand. And to this day, you could ask Calvin. He does not remember his birthday.
Oh, no.
Wait,
There's just
The
a
only
whole
things
year of
he
his life
knows is
missing.
what I've told him.
he fell on his face and started making like starfish in the sand. But he was like face down, so it was really weird, and he was like having a hard time breathing. So I'm like, dude, get up.
Did you not flip him over or something?
I did eventually. After
He's
it
doing his
stopped
best
being
ostrich cosplay. Don't interrupt him.
I did it eventually after it stopped being as entertaining, which took a bit, but still. It was a good time. We had like a bonfire on the beach and everything. It was cool.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Those things can sneak up on you, Raz, when you're eventually 21. You don't. I would
Or
not
19 here.
recommend the gummy vodkas. Oh well, I don't know. Oh yeah, Raz, you're 21, Raz, 21.
My birthday's next month.
Oh yeah.
How old are you gonna be?
Whoa.
Oh wait, why am I asking?
21.
Okay, no, I'm sorry. It was a gut reaction, and I'm like, I'm sorry. I've been taught my whole life that it is very rude to ask girls their ages, and I apologize
I don't
for
get that. It's not rude to anybody ask their age.
I've been taught that is the case.
You know what? You tell that person who taught you that, it's even ruder when I go online and look up your age through Google. Remind them about that.
Who does that? What?
I had to know I had to know the age of a kid when they gave me this. They gave me the name of somebody, and I'm like, I don't know if this is my friend or someone I'm supposed to be tutoring. So I looked it up on Google. I'm just like, I got some weird professor. I'm just going, this doesn't help. But you can look up people's ages.
Okay.
If they have anything online that has like an identifier, you can find them.
Okay. I mean, hey. All right.
I'm not saying do it. I'm just saying it's possible. And just tell them like it's equally rude when people can hack you through Google.
ProPokeNoob.
Do it. You'll find me. Yeah,
Wait, really?
Really? If
I don't know if you
look
find my age. You will find me.
Oh. I mean, I think that's a given.
ProPokeNoob. Is this a golden 8? Oh, that's a clip.
What does it give me now when I look this up? It gives me the last 3 tweets. Nice. 3 tweets within the last 24 hours. Very good, me.
I should Google myself. What happens when I
gives me
Google myself?
Instagrams. All right, let's see. It goes YouTube first, still gross, then Twitch. November 18th, 2015. Oh my god. Wow.
Oh yeah, that's not me. That's my grandpa.
You got the same name? You got the same name?
No, I was looking at there's a first thing that pops up is an obituary. And I'm like, oh wait, did I die?
Oh.
Whoops.
Gamma's in the Matrix now. He figured it out.
Whenever.
It's a
Oh,
little glitch in the Matrix. It's that and my LinkedIn. And I'm
nice.
like, alright, cool. I forgot I had that.
Whenever I try to look up my username, it just autocorrects. It's sad.
Oh, I should look
What
up
does it
my
autocorrect
username.
to?
It's like, did you mean RazzberryBlitz, except for raspberry is actually spelled the way it's supposed to? And then there's a space. Apparently not important enough.
Oh,
Wow. I'm the first result, my Twitter,
there you go.
Nice.
Twitch, and Twitch again, and Stream Elements, and Stream Elements again. Oh man, Fricker Phasey.
Whoa.
There's 140 posts with my username as a hashtag on Instagram.
Dude. Nice.
I don't
For a
get
second,
it.
I was like, why does Spicy Atrocity show up? But can you put on your Instagram? Dude?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. See? You're internet famous.
Wow.
Wow.
What the heck?
Yeah, moral of the story, don't go looking up people on Google, it's weird. But at the same
Oh.
time, yeah, if your friend makes that food for me, I can't be like this is the thing. I don't know if you knew this or not. My girlfriend's actually like half Guyanese. And
I
they
don't know
eat
what that means.
from Guyana.
To Google.
Oh, I know this totally. I know where that is. Yeah, I know my
That
girlfriend's
is-
story.
Oh, South America.
There you go. So I was gonna say South America. I don't remember where in South America, but it's
Near
basically
Brazil.
okay. So their
Dodgeball.
food is incredibly hot. They have a very
Okay.
spicy menu, and her stepfather is
Mhm.
German, and they do not eat
Mhm.
spicy food. So whenever whenever she makes stuff like curry and stuff like that, she has to basically take all the spices out because he can't take it all. I can't take it either. And I told her that I'd try her Guyanese curry once, but I'm like, you have to literally give me 98% less spice because I will burn.
You know what?
What?
Honestly, if I had to rate Puerto Rican food and how it is, I think it's more. It's less than. It's not really spicy. It's more zesty, like everything that I've had that's Puerto Rican or like Puerto Rican / Cuban kind of deal, like island areas. Okay, it's usually really good though. I don't do the bone in like chicken and pork and stuff. But other than that, it's delicious. So yeah, we'll figure it out, Noob. I'll take it against. You know what? Let's just all go to Florida and get a good old Cubano sandwich. That's just the bomb. I just had that this weekend.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it doesn't. It tastes way better than anything I can get here.
One day I want to try one. One
Do
day.
it. Do it.
One day.
Do it.
Sorry, I was too busy congratulating my sister. She just passed her teacher's math test.
Nice! You got this.
Congratulations.
That's me
to
flinging
her.
$5 bills because we have loonies and toonies in Canada. That would hurt.
Don't throw coins at your sister.
No one's throwing coins at anybody.
You just said you were throwing loony. Never
No,
mind.
I was making it rain fives. That's the sound of raining fives.
Five. Damn.
We don't have $1 bills. We have $5 bills. That's
You
the
don't
lowest.
have $1 bills.
We do, but they're like vintage. They're not ones we pay with. We had $1 and $2 bills, but then we moved over to Looney and Toonie, like a long time ago.
What the heck?
Yeah.
I don't. Okay.
What's wrong with it?
Nothing. Nothing's wrong with it.
You said you didn't want Monopoly money, so we have coin.
Oh,
We have Monopoly coin.
okay.
There you go.
All right. I guess you're right.
Yeah, good. That was the stuff I was
Yeah.
helping her tutor with, and her boyfriend was helping her too. I heard something about going to grab a sandwich in Canada or something like that. We will do that.
Not Canada, Florida.
No, definitely Canada. You said Canada right now.
All right.
No,
I
it was
don't-
Florida.
I don't-
Why are we going down to Florida? None of us live in Florida.
I mean, my friends live in Florida.
Yeah, but you said you're gonna get a sandwich with us. We're not in Florida.
Yeah, we can. But you got to get it where it's good, though. And
I have
Miami's like
many.
Miami is the best place to get a Cubano sandwich. You get it at the Aventura
What is a
Mall.
Cubano sandwich?
Is it the Aventura Mall? I don't remember.
What's an
I'm sure.
Aventura sandwich?
Oh,
this
no,
an
it's a
Ace
Cuban
Ventura
sandwich. It's literally a Cuban sandwich.
Okay.
It's okay. A Cuban sandwich.
Okay.
Okay. Cuban sandwich consists of Cubano bread,
Mm-hmm.
ham, pulled pork, pickles, mustard.
Ew.
I think that's it.
Okay, Gamma.
Interesting.
Yes.
Come to Canada. I'll bring you to my local grocery store. We'll make it. We don't have to go to
It's
Florida.
not the
You
same.
have
How's it not
Moho
the
at your
same?
local grocery store. It
Why-
needs
why-
Moho
What makes it different?
seasoning? Moho.
We can go get Moho. We'll look up Moho and order it on Amazon.
Do
Whatever.
you have Moho? I'm not.
What the
ordering
hell is Moho?
off Amazon. It's a seasoning. It's a marinade and stuff.
Is it only in? Is it only in Florida?
Maybe. No, it's not only in Florida. It's in America.
So then,
places.
why can't we do it from here? Why can't we do it from Raz's place? Why can't we do it from your place?
I just wanted to take y'all to the Keys. We hang out in Miami and shit.
I don't want to go to Florida.
Get some.
I want to see palm trees. I don't care for palm trees.
Don't want to see
You
palm
know-
trees.
I've seen enough palm trees when I've gone on vacation. They're just palm trees. They're not that special. Like they're cool, but like it is. They're
Yeah, well,
palm trees.
Try
I mean, this
climbing
is
one.
true, but you
I'm
know,
not climbing any tree. I climbed one tree once, and it was a horrible idea because I have a fear of heights.
why would you? Oh my goodness.
Because my girlfriend, okay, Raz, I was baited by my girlfriend.
Mm,
Sadly, I follow precaution. I follow the instincts of an 18-year-old boy.
Frick.
Exactly. That's what I said when I almost slipped off a branch.
Oh my god. Alright. Where was I?
What the heck? I don't know.
You want to make a Cubano sandwich.
Yeah, do that.
What if we just made a sandwich listening to Bono? Does that work?
That's
And then we could say Cubano, and then we have a sandwich made when we say Cubano, like from U2. Yeah.
what?
No. Okay.
I'm concerned.
You know what? I've realized this today. A lot of my friends are old people because like they have an old mentality where they're just like they'd be perfect for people who sit in a rocking chair with a shotgun reading a book. They're like that's my friends. They're just straight old like 70-year-old people in 20-year-old bodies. And then I also realized that my online friends are American, and I'm like, why can't I have online Canadian friends?
I mean,
where are my online Canadian friends?
You got to reach out, man. Just find some
I've-
Canadian people on the internet and be like, hey, let's be the friends.
See, that's just creepy. I'd be like, looking for Canadian. There are sites for that, Gamma, and I already have a partner.
I'm just saying.
Oh man.
There's no hurt in trying.
Is there anything against going on Tinder just to say looking for a friend? If I
You
just
know
like
what?
supposed to
I
say
don't
like
think so.
literally need a friend.
There are people that go specifically on Tinder to find friends
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
because they're that
that works.
lonely.
Well, it's not necessarily
It is-
loneliness. It's a smart
it's
idea
not-
if you think about it.
It's not against the TOS, so people can do that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd hope not. How would you gauge that and be like, if you just want a friend, like if your idea of a partner is a companion and a friend, you're going to use that in your description. How could they ever try and track that?
Yeah.
Interesting. I might do that.
Go ahead.
Let's see how many
join
friends.
Tinder.
All right. Next episode of the podcast, I'm going to report back and say how many friends I made on Tinder. Just
I
saying that
can't
I'm
wait.
looking for a Canadian friend. Don't care about the sex. I just care about like the sex of the person. I just care that I can have a friend to talk about Canadian stuff and feel like people know my references.
I'm gonna keep you to that. I'm writing that down.
Yeah, I'm
Oh shit. Okay, I'm going
check
to Tinder.
on Noob's Tinder profile. So, got it. Okay.
Wait, you don't write notes. What the hell is this? Why are you making this the
I
time to
wrote
write
it
down
in
notes?
mine.
Oh,
I
man,
have
don't
a brain note, Noob.
I don't want to actually. Oh man, log in with Google or Facebook.
He's actually making a Tinder. I'm telling PPG.
Oh man.
If
The
she
loneliness
listens to
has
the
got to him.
podcast, she'll understand the context.
I'm telling.
I won't-
Speaking of
like, what do you-
reminding people of things, I have a
Uh-huh.
note to remind you, Gamma, about a
Oh.
fire plug story thing, and I don't know
Oh.
what it's supposed
You
to
want to hear how my house caught on fire?
Yes, Gamma, I'm so excited. Oh my god.
Okay. Sick.
I'm gonna mute and make my Tinder account while you tell this story.
Oh, great. That's not the only thing that's going to be on fire, apparently. Okay, so here's the deal. I live in a really crappy house, and I've been trying to get out forever. Our landlord is a bad landlord who doesn't fix anything. Our house is old as shit, so it's got all the plugs that don't have it had at one point all the plugs that don't have like the ground, like the little. You got the two plugs and then the small one in the middle, but we don't have that anywhere in this house. So
Mhm.
we have to use these adapters to change it from 2-prong to 3-prong so that I can use literally anything nowadays. So one night, actually one morning or one night, yeah. One night I smell plastic burning. And I'm like, wow, that smells like something nasty. I don't know what that is. So I get up and I'm like, all right, I don't know what it is. So I just go back to sleep because I'm like, oh, maybe my mom left the stove on or something. She turned it off or whatever.
Oh no.
So I wake up in the morning and I'm like, that smell is still in my room. What the fuck? So I'm looking around my room trying to figure out what the hell's going on. I realize my computer's not turning on. And I'm freaking out thinking my computer's fucked up. Because this is like my baby. It can't die or I will. So I'm trying to figure out. I check out the plug. Oh! The plug that I have my computer plugged into and the wall is covered in black and burnt to fuck.
Oh no.
Yeah, so I actually have pictures. I'll share the pictures. You guys can't see the pictures, but it was really messed up. All like burnt. The wall was burnt. If it did not go out, my house would have burned down. And it took my landlord 3 days to even respond to the text about it.
What the heck? 3 days?
Yeah.
Dude.
And then he's like, "Oh, and we're like, fix this, or we'll make an electrician come by and fix it for you." Which he didn't take kindly to, because as I said, my landlord's a scumbag, so he likes to use his friends that maybe have an idea about this stuff. Especially you don't do that, especially when it comes to electricity. Electricity is dangerous. You can die from electrical fires. It's fucked up. It's a fucked up situation. Here we go. I found the pictures. But yeah, so we were without electricity for like 2 weeks upstairs in my house.
Jeez, that
Because
sucks.
of it. Yeah, here I found it. So that was the case with that. And he finally got actual electricians to come out and change out all the plugs so that the house did not catch on fire again. I do not trust it still. I am still looking for another place, but it is very hard when you do not have the money for that. Let's see. Which chat room is this? Frick. All right. There we go. Weave Center. Got it. Perfect. There you go. That's what my outlet looked like.
Oh my god.
Yep.
That
Yeah,
is
I
scary.
had the plug too. Let me find it. Oh yeah, it
It's
was.
just,
It was
melted.
terrifying.
It's just like melted onto.
Yeah, it's melted on. It's all black.
Oh
Wait till you see
no.
the actual plug itself. Let me find that. I took pictures. That's some scary shit. If you have a shitty landlord and you have the opportunity to get out, do that. It's not worth staying. Here we go. That's the plug.
Oh jeez. That looks so gross. That is so gross.
It looked like it took an acid bath.
It does look like it took an acid bath.
And the thing is, I still have the actual extension thing that was plugged into it, but the plug is all melted, so it's useless. I really should just throw it away.
Probably, yeah.
My house almost burned down. Noob and everybody was aware of it because it was back when we were doing another podcast, weekly-ish. Yeah. Fun times. Very fun times.
That sounds very not fun.
Yeah. Jersey's a shitty state. we were gonna because the thing is, we weren't gonna pay rent for the 2 weeks that we didn't have electricity. It was basically unlivable, the house. And he threatened to sue us, so my family's like, well, shit. We can't afford a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
And any lawyer we talked to said we would lose. And I'm like, well, fuck. So yeah, we're stuck here for now.
Oh man.
I'm gonna get the sweet release of going to a new place or the sweet release of the burning alive in my house.
Please don't burn alive. I don't think anyone wants that.
I will try. I will do my best not to burn alive in my own home. We'll see though. No promises.
Oh no.
Welcome back, dude.
So I just watched a 4-minute and 17-second video on what it's like for women dating shorter men.
Okay.
And this man's 5'6", and I'm 5'4".
Uh-huh.
And apparently the statistic is more than 50% of women prefer to have taller men than them, despite the fact that only 15% of the population of a male are 6 feet and above.
Yeah, I've seen stuff about that.
And the last minute and a half of this video was just about him talking about how he broke out of his shell and said, screw those women who valued his height as much as the rest of his characteristics.
Wait, how tall is this dude?
He's 5'6".
Okay.
That's the exact opposite of a story I've heard. There was this one guy who was actually, I believe, 5'4", who wanted to get some dates on a dating site. but nobody was like sending him messages. And he's like, well, I don't look ugly. People were telling, you don't look ugly. I don't know why you're not getting anything. You got to put your height in. And it turns out there's a filter on the specific dating site that he used that filtered out people under a certain height.
What?
Yeah.
Huh.
Dude.
So what he did, it filtered them out, like the people could choose to filter that out. So women could be like, I don't want anybody under 6 foot. And then bam. So he did this thing. It was actually an article in I think it was the Washington Post. I don't remember. But basically he made a secondary profile and put in a fake height.
Oh my
That is
god.
above the average that women would, filter out. Because he was like figuring out, he had like an algorithm and everything. It was weird. So he did that. And he got a crazy amount of hits. And he eventually went out on a date with one of them, and she's like, I don't know. I didn't want somebody under that height, but we hit it off and whatever, and now they're married.
What the?
That's the story.
Interesting.
Yeah. I'm very bad at telling stories.
See, as someone who's 5'1", like none of this makes sense to me because everyone's taller than me anyway.
Yeah.
High five, Raz. Oh, you might have to jump a bit. Sorry.
Hey, wow!
Not much for me. I'm
Rude.
5'4". Gamma, yes. Both have to jump.
I can bend down. I have knees. They're not broken yet.
No, we'll climb you. It's okay, man.
Oh, okay.
Oh man,
That sounds really weird out of context.
No, because like I have a friend who has a friend. He's a demolition expert. The dude's like 6'5" and 350 pounds. He's enormous.
dude,
He's a huge guy.
he sounds enormous. What the heck? He's like a giant.
I think was it at one of the weddings? He literally picked me up with one shoulder and cradled me in his one arm. Like me. And I'm like,
whoa!
yeah, I'm like, this man's a friggin' monster. It was comfy too. That was the weird part.
It's like one of those like teddy bear hugs.
Yeah, no, he was just like cradling me like a football.
Oh, I thought you meant like a baby.
Oh.
Well, yeah, baby football, same thing. Yeah.
You don't
Like,
cradle
just
a
on the
football the
side.
same way you cradle a baby.
Are you sure? I've had it described to me as cradling a football.
No, you don't.
No.
You cradle a ball by like holding it under your armpit.
Oh, no. I hold it in the front. I'm not that good at football. Come on.
I mean,
I'm a runner, but I don't hold the ball like that.
I
No, I was taught not to imagine that the football has a face. Don't suffocate the baby. That'd be bad.
I mean,
Yes,
Okay.
that would be bad, Cam, but there's no ifs or buts about it. What are you considering?
nothing at all.
Uh-huh.
Don't kill the baby.
Don't.
Nobody
Oh.
touches the babies. You leave the
don't
babies
smother
alone.
the baby.
Nobody's doing anything to the babies. The babies are cute. They stay as is.
We at the PGRC do not condone baby suffocating. Do not smother the
Oh,
baby.
Also, speaking of smothering, update on Tinder.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Please
I don't
do.
want to use a phone number. I was actually going to plan to use the PGRC at Gmail.
Oh my god.
No.
But I don't have a phone number that I want to give them, so this challenge will not be completed. I'm sorry.
Wait, you can get like a Google Voice number that you'll never check.
What? Why would I do that?
Yeah. Because you don't
'Cause
want
you
them
can.
to call you.
What is a Google Voice number? I've never heard of that.
Type it into Google.
Oh my god, I hate
I'm
you.
pretty sure it's still a thing, but you can just like get
Google.
a phone number that you can access that's not like your main phone number. You can access it like through Google. I forget the specifics. I used to have one a long time ago.
Telephone service that provides call forwarding and voicemail services, voice and text messaging, as well as U.S. and international call termination for Google account customers. Okay. Is Google Voice still free? Yes.
Whoa.
Users can obtain a single phone number to be used on. I'm not getting Google Voice just to use Tinder to make friends. I'd rather just make friends.
Put out a PSA looking for Canadian friendaroonies.
We just did right here, right now. I like to talk about social sciences. I like to walk a lot. I cycle. I'm going to be cycling when the weather gets better and the world isn't burning. I like to game. Food's good. Food's okay. I don't know, what else do I like, guys?
Pokemon.
Yeah, but I don't like talking about Pokemon.
Fitness.
Yeah, I could talk fitness. That'd be cool. It'd be nice to have someone who's serious about their fitness around me. Actually, my girlfriend is pseudo serious about it, but I mean, it's like, you know.
You know.
You know.
You know.
It be like that.
It'd be like that.
Like that sometimes. I know. Oh, man. So what did you guys do this week? I actually haven't been able to catch up on that. How was your weeks?
Well, I took my last finals, but I still have a project that's due this Friday. Yeah, because I'm on the quarter system.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
So I have 10 weeks of instruction, then we have finals week.
Oh boy.
And so this week is our finals week, but also because of the stuff that's happening, it's super hectic.
Yeah, I feel you.
And one of my professors, one of my professors was like, so you can either take the final and have your grade calculated as normal, or you can have your midterm worth 70% of your grade and just, live with that. And I'm like, I feel pretty good about my midterm grade, so I just didn't take the final.
There you go.
Easy.
Man. Easy peasy.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
That's basically been my week. Noob.
Oh yeah, you get to speedrun any brats, Rez?
I haven't this week. No.
Did you hear back from speedrun.com?
I have. I'm gonna check right now.
You should check. We could have the world's top brat speedrunner in our call right now. We don't even know it. But yeah, what about you, Noob? How was your week?
I streamed.
And you didn't even tell me.
Huh?
Damn. You didn't even
tell me.
You
were there. Just said you were there.
You didn't tell me. I mean, I was there. I was there for the Crystal Bingo and the Pillars.
So today.
Yeah, and yesterday, because I remember you came back on for it.
Oh yeah, for a couple hours. Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Before that, I didn't really have Wi-Fi.
That's fair. No big deal. It's been a lot of not pseudo procrastination, but I'm trying to figure out what next step I want to take for fitness and my board game and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
In terms of monetization, because I had an idea, but then I also realized it doesn't give a good vibe for the idea if I put it behind a paywall of sorts. So I'm gonna come up with something different, but I do want to start trying to make some of those things happen.
Nice.
I just don't know which way to take it, and I'm nervous about it because I don't want people to think that I'm a money-seeking leech.
Well, if I can help, let me know.
With money or with the leeching part?
All of it.
I thought you said you didn't want to sound like a leech.
Okay, but if he knows how to make me sound like a really good leech without being revealed like a leech, then we're in business. No, I'm kidding.
I'm good at it. No, I'm kidding. No, that procrastination thing reminds me. I think I'm gonna try and go on a diet.
Which one?
And, not any specific diet. Like I'm a custom diet for myself.
Nice.
I was thinking about going along with eating mostly vegetables with a little bit of seasoning and oil, like sauteing them and whatnot.
What kind of oil?
Olive oil.
Virgin.
Okay. I've not seen an olive oil that is not virgin, but I believe there could be.
Damn, we're calling the olive oil industry for not being friendly with people.
I'm just curious.
You're all virgin, you freaking oils. You olive oils.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe there is. Maybe there's a regular olive oil that's not virgin.
Non-virgin olive oil. Oh, it exists.
What does that even mean?
I just see a picture of an olive oil bottle with sunglasses and a cigarette, non-virgin.
Oh my god!
Oh, it's like the olive oil you get in restaurants. It's the ones in the small containers. It's just called pure olive oil, classic or light olive oil.
Let's see.
Yeah, as long as you're not doing, is it vegetable oil that's bad for you? I forget which oil is not good for you for cooking.
Canola oil is bad for you.
Canola oil is bad for you. Yeah.
Plus, I plan on not using too much of it anyway, so
That's fair.
yeah.
Cool, man. Let me know how that goes.
I will. I just need to figure it out. I mean, I will still eat meat like every once in a while, like chicken and beef, like steaky.
Like chicken is the good to eat because it's
yeah.
a whiter meat.
Chicken is better than
it's not red meat.
Yeah, it's better than the meat and the steak that I'm thinking about, but I still like a little bit of like depth to my food, so I wouldn't mind just trying like doing both.
There's literally nothing wrong with eating food that you want to eat, because if you show enough if you exercise enough control with your diet itself, like you should never feel bad about that ever.
That's going to be the big problem, and that's what I'm going to try and work on.
Well, that's more of a behavioral thing than a diet thing.
Yeah,
it's
a combination of both.
Yeah,
like having the stuff and also making myself do it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, maybe I don't know. I think externalizing is going to help me, like, keep it in my mind that that's what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
That's good on you, man.
Yeah,
I hope it goes well.
Sure. Thank you. I'm gonna give it a shot. Worst I can do is fail and then try again.
Mm-hmm.
Bam. We'll see. I'll let you guys know. Not next week. As soon as I'm able to buy vegetables.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll let you know.
It's just like the Tinder profile. Once I find a second free phone number.
Just use your girlfriend's number. Easy.
No! Let's not use my girlfriend's number. We already have to tell her when she's being hit on by random boys. Or men, sorry, rather. What a stupid system. We had to use a buzzword, or her friend used a buzzword every time she get hit on by a guy.
Oof. Be like, hey, get this guy the fuck away from me.
She is an incredible woman, but she is oblivious as all hell. So, whenever you heard the word cupcakes, it meant that she was being hit on.
Uh-huh.
And it got used in front of me once. Not for me hitting on her, but like for another guy hitting on her. I'm like, what the fuck is cupcakes? And I was, oh, that's the word when she's getting hit on. I go, wait, where's that man? Come here.
Oh my god.
I told you guys about the guy that was hitting on my friend, like by flexing with Pokemon, right? Have I told that?
I've heard that story.
But I don't think you've said it on the podcast. Please reiterate it.
Oh my god! Oh, you want to relive this
story?
It's so good. Okay, so in university, myself and my girlfriend's sister, we used to hang out a lot in between classes because we would take like the bus together and we live like 5 minutes away from each other. So essentially, we would be around a lot together. Now, her boyfriend used to live on campus and he moved away a year later to another school. So we used to hang out in his place, but then we had to start hanging out in random hallways and stuff like that, which was fine because we'd save plugs for each other. So when I show up, this is when I was playing competitive Pokemon. So she'd be doing homework and I'd be playing competitive Pokemon. It was a great combination, and still talk to stuff like this. There was this one guy that approached. Unfortunately, I ended up being like a pseudo shield for guys hitting on her because for some reason it's just, like people who just have that aura of just like they just get naturally hit on for whatever reason it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, believe it or not, both of them are like that. And her boyfriend are both people that get hit on quite a bit.
Well, damn.
So yeah, it's a weird combination. But the point being, so there was this one guy. His name was Matt. I'm gonna name him because his name was actually Matt. And he saw me playing on Pokemon Showdown. And I think she was on her DS. I can't remember if she was playing Fantasy Life, because that's when it was big on Fantasy Life, and she convinced me to buy the game. But she was like playing on the DS. I was on my laptop, and he comes up and he's like, "Hey, how's it going?" And he was kind of like that awkward nerd, sort of like, shy, like kind of shy to stand near people and stuff like this, like the typical nerd that you would imagine in your mind, like if you're explaining it to your grandparents, or like if your grandparents explained what a nerd was, you know what I mean? So he was actually that very much fit that bill. So he saw me playing Pokemon. He goes, "Oh, you play Pokemon?" And I go, "Yeah, I'm actually a competitive PokeTuber." At the time, I was the PokeTuber. So he goes, "Oh yeah, that's cool." He started talking to me about how he plays Pokemon too, and he was talking to me about all these great strategies and stuff like this. And he goes, And he goes, okay, we'll see you around at some point. So he leaves, and he started showing up a lot. And I'm trying to figure out, why is Matt coming around a lot? Specifically when my friend is with me. It turns out, he's trying to hit on her. So, and you could tell because when he would talk to me, every time after that, he would start trying to like one up everything that I said. So I'd just be like, yeah, I was grinding up this team. He goes, oh yeah, I was building that team. I had, it was going pretty well. I actually did this, and it sounds very. Look at her, like give her kind of like this look after he would say something better than me, and I would look at him and be like, what the fuck? Oh, this is just weird.
My goodness.
Yeah. So. Yes, either way, like he was trying to sit close to her, and it got to the point where we had to come up with a contingency plan where we would put bags in a certain spot so he couldn't sit down. He would have to sit in front of both of us rather than like sitting next to her, because he never sit next to me. He wanted to sit next to her. And I'm like, there's nothing wrong with wanting to talk to both people. But we were in a small hallway, and we would move around to make a circle. No, he wanted to sit right next to her. So, I could tell she was getting uncomfortable. Frankly, I was getting uncomfortable for her because the guy was being a friggin' creep. And it got to the point where at one point he could kind of tell that we were somewhat ignoring him or trying to run away. So we moved to a different part of the hallway, and he found us once, and he's like, hey, why'd you guys move? He goes, oh, that plug was taken. Like, it was completely empty. We had no better story. But we're just like, oh, there were people there before he showed up. I don't know, man. It just happened like that. And one day he just comes up, he goes, hey, do you play on the DS? And I go, you don't watch my content on YouTube, do you? Twitch.tv/ProPokeNoob. No, I don't. I don't play on the 3DS. And he goes, why don't you get a team? I want to battle you. And I go, okay. I mean, I have a team. Because this was like when I think it was Oraz. So I had like my super high level, like level 92 Beedrill and crap like this. So I said, okay, I guess. What format do you want to do? He goes, I know the formats. Just bring your team and we'll battle. I go, okay. I mentioned the word Smogon, and his face kind of went there. So I'm like, oh, good. This is going to be fun. It's another one of those. Just like that other one where that person hated my name on Showdown. That's another story. But
oh, yeah, true.
That's also a friggin' dude. I have so many good gaming stories. Holy crap! The weirdest people.
So many episodes to put them out on. So feel free.
I know. Oh god, the Blackwings, the Blackwings story. The kid with the Blackwings deck that I made him rage quit out of his store.
Oh yeah.
That's gotta be like a special edition. That was a best.
Wait, a whole episode dedicated to that.
There's gotta be a whole episode to it. It's the best shit ever. Have you heard that story, Raz? I can't remember.
I don't know. I feel like I might have, but please continue this other story.
Okay. So he comes back the next day. I had my team ready. I'm talking with Liz. I'm like, what the fuck does he want to battle me for? Like, I don't care about winning or losing. I had like my Mega Blastoise, my Beedrill, and all this other stuff. And he comes in. He's like, okay, you ready to battle? I'm like, yeah. He shows me his team. He has a goddamn Mega Mewtwo. And I'm like, I look at his team. I go, I thought you said you knew tiers. And he goes, oh, you know what? I didn't bring the right team. Do you mind if I just bring this team? I go, I mean, I guess. I won.
Mm-hmm.
With him having a Mega Mewtwo Y with Calm Mind. And for those who don't know competitive Pokemon, that's broken as hell. And I won. Because he kept trying to use Ice Beam on my Blastoise to freeze it. So what ended up happening was, afterwards, I thoroughly thrashed his ass in Pokemon. I wasn't even trying because I had an in-game team, and he had a fully IV team. I assume he fully had. Maybe he didn't even know what EVs and IVs were. The moment he lost, he slams his 3DS shut. He can't slam his 3DS shut. He puts his 3DS into his case really quickly. He shoves it in his pocket. He's like fidgeting around. He broke a sweat, and he just grabbed his knapsack and ran away. I have never laughed so hard outside of a lecture hall interrupting a class as much as that day, because it was just like
beautiful.
That's another. Let's put it this way to give context for the next time you hear a story about this. That's another person who has tried to use Pokemon against me to flex on me. This is not the first time that people have tried to flex on me using Pokemon battles like I'm in the goddamn anime.
That's so dumb.
It is so stupid. And you know what? Like, I even remember talking to her about it. I'm like, I feel bad for the guy because he's a legitimately cool guy. Like, he was a nice guy. You could tell he was trying to make friends, and we didn't hate that, right? Because we would have liked to have known more people. I would have liked to know more people in university. I never really made friends in university myself, but I never walked out with people like that. But the thing is, it's like, it's just unfortunate they did it in such a friggin' creepy way that we kind of had no choice but to go like, look, man, like we couldn't, like, you know how you just want to tell a person like, look, you're weird, stop doing this. We would do that, but then we're also sitting there going, we'd have to see, like, we had to move eventually because he would come back and he'd kind of give me this sort of like he would rush by because his class was in that area too, which made it even worse. We didn't know this until he started showing up again after I kicked his ass in Pokemon because, you know, apparently that defines a man. But like he would kind of just do like this sort of like, you know, in the anime where like you get that shadow on the face with like the 3 lines going down their cheek. Like he do that kind of pose as he walked by me. Like I go, hey, what's up? And he just goes, ugh. Like he just gives you the shade and I'm just like, man, you still mad about losing with the Mega Mewtwo? Nerd, you suck! But anyways, yeah, it was just, we had to move eventually. We're just going like, we wanted to know the guy better, but I don't think he was ever going to get over not hitting on my friend. And I remember telling this story to her boyfriend, and he was just like, what the hell? I'm like, I don't know, man. There have been many times where I've had to act as a shield for people being hit on. Even all of my exes, I had to act as a shield too. Not as like protect them because they like it was just unwanted attention, right? It's not like someone saying that they look pretty or something like that. It's like literally just like, you're weird. Stop that. Even whether I'm dating this person or not, stop what you're doing. You're weird. Like you're really creeping me out, and you're not even hitting on me.
No,
Oh god. Oh my god, I want to tell the other story about when my name was Mustafa.
You could do it now, or you could save it for next week.
We gotta bait the viewers back in, man. We gotta bait the listeners.
Bait them.
We're gonna make him tell it next week, guys. So tell it next week. That to do the thing.
Oh my god!
Find out why Mustafa is literally a hate crime. Apparently.
Yeah, literally. There's your teaser. How I basically committed racism by having a name on Pokemon Showdown named Mustafa. Apparently,
I'm calling this note to myself.
Please do.
Mustafa Noob hate crime.
Yep. There you go. Perfect.
And for the record, we laugh only because once you hear the story, you'll realize how hilarious it is too, because it has nothing to do with hate crimes.
It has literally nothing.
It literally has nothing to do with anything. It's for not explaining any part of the story. It's another person who tried to legitimize Pokemon as a way to be a social justice warrior. It's the most ridiculous thing that I could probably tell you happening in the Pokemon community ever. Not even community, just which you'll find out next week. But like, I just like it's just. Oh man,
people are stupid.
It's not even that. It's just I can't believe how many stories I could tell about playing games when I have a bunch of nerds and gamers as friends. And I used to think, like, I'm a gamer, right? I'm not a nerd, right? Like, I'm like, yeah, I play games, but I also do fitness because, you know, I was taught that gaming too much would be bad for you and all this other crap. So I grew up with that. And I always used to stand as the guy who was like, well, I'm not the greasy guy you'd see coming out of the comic book store eating pizza and, you know, with my belly hanging out of my shirt. So I used to have that kind of, like, macho about me, and I hated, like, I hate that about myself now, but that's what I used to be like. But that's when all of my stories came out with these people because they'd see me in the store as like this, again, 5'4", slightly ripped, but just super tiny guy who's just playing games by myself. And I have a bunch of bad cards. Like all of them are out of the sleeves. I know, crime there in itself. But like I'd play with I'd come in with all these bent decks and stuff like that. But that was when the best stories came out, when I would just surprise them. Not even win. It's just I found a way to tilt people because they were just so serious about stuff, which is why I want to tell the Yu-Gi-Oh story. But again, another episode. Now that's like a 2-episode teaser. Oh man. But it's just there's just so many stories I have. Oh, I gotta tell you about the MTG when my friend literally blew up a 9-player game of MTG. Oh my god, that was so good.
Oh god, that gives me fucking flashbacks.
Oh man. That's a 3-episode teaser.
Man, playing MTG with more than 5 people is a war crime. You can't.
How do you play a game with 9 people?
You don't. That's how.
I've done it. All I had to say was MTG in a multiplayer game, and
it's the worst thing ever. It's literally the worst thing ever. I'm not going to tell the story because I'll save it for when Noob tells his.
it's the same thing when people say that 4-player Smash is bad, because do you guys do this where
What?
when you have multiple people in a game, you don't want to gang up on one person, so everyone kind of takes like this code of honor, house rule, code of attrition, like war of attrition, where it's like, oh, we're gonna pick on everybody equally, and then we'll start winning when everybody's kind of been picked on. I hate that mentality.
Oh yeah, no. Fuck
When
that.
we play my
Don't
board game, I want you to 1v3 me. Beat me the fuck up. Like, kill me if you're supposed to kill me. I hate when people do that. That's what I've played with so many people. I'm just like, I used to remember in Smash, when we do like 4-player Smash, I would just be beating on the same person over and over again. Like, why are you beating on me? Go beat on someone else. I'm like, because you're the matchup I can win against. Like, it just makes sense. That's the game. That's the point of the fucking game. Go run into the other people to get my ass kicked. Otherwise, if you segregate yourself, I'm gonna kick your ass. Like, oh man, what is this war of attrition? Like, oh, we all have to be friends. We're playing a fighting game. We're not hugging out and giving each other HP. You're supposed to beat the crap out of each other. So if I can beat you, I'm gonna beat you. Like,
go for the dude that's good at the game. You know he's gonna.
That's what they
win
do. They'd always go
anyway.
after me because I'm the best one out of my friends, and I'm only average. I played a little bit more than them, but they'd always just 1v3 me. I'm like, I don't get upset at this. This is what's supposed to happen. You take out the person who ruins your fun because you can't beat me. This is fine. I would still win, but I'm just like, when other people get upset like that, I'm just like, why though? It's part of a multiplayer game that someone has to lose first. So if you get triple teamed, especially when it makes sense, like when it doesn't make sense, it sucks. That's just assholery. But when it makes sense, it's like, do it. just that's part of the game. I don't know.
Part of the game is being an asshole sometimes.
Yeah, you gotta be, right? I was a very salty kid when I lost at stuff. But like over time, I've tried to get a little bit better with it. Even now, like even with content creation, I try to get better with not being a sore loser, because I was a big sore loser as a kid because I always felt in fear. Like if I lost my sister at mini putt, oh my god, I would be brooding for a week. I was such a stupid kid. Like I would just, because I'm like, it's my sister. She's 5 years younger than me. I can't lose to a girl who's 5 years younger than me. That's what I used to think, right? But it's like my parents didn't teach me that. It was just like I learned that from my friends. So, and they would make fun of me like, you lost your baby sister. I'm like, shut up. Or at that point, I'm like, stop it. Because I wouldn't swear as a kid at all. So, yeah, I'd be like, stop it.
It's my turn on the Xbox.
You stop that. My sister already beat me. You don't have to beat me mentally with your words, okay? Yeah. Anyways, but pathetic aside, yeah, it's like literally, if you're going to kick my ass in a game, just make it swift. And if I say I don't want to play again, you know why? Because you beat my ass and I don't want to play anymore. Like, I don't take offense to that. It's like, yeah, you know, it's whatever. It's fine. That's why you play to have fun. Play to have fun. Remember that, everybody. Play to have fun. If you're not having fun, stop playing. Whatever. It's not a big deal.
And if somebody gets mad because you're having fun, then fuck them.
Slap them with a hockey stick. Because you don't want to be touching anybody right now. No
Oh,
contact.
true.
It's on hockey stick.
Oh, that's true.
Anish just sent me a picture of news reporters are actually using hockey sticks to extend the mic reach.
Oh my
So
god.
they could do interviews and they don't have to get close to people. It's genius. That's super smart.
Australia, what are you doing?
I don't know if it's Australia. What is that, Australia?
don't
I mean,
know.
that's super genius.
What? This is using
no.
hockey sticks?
No,
Just
this
use
is.
a boom.
Oh my god, this is Canada. It's CTV. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Canada, what are you doing?
No, because what they're doing is they are using a boom, but I guess they're using the hockey stick like super extended and give it extra support. It looks like it's tied up on the side.
That is more than 6 feet apart. That is way more than 6 feet apart.
We already said that people can cough 32 feet. So it doesn't matter with the 6 foot thing.
I mean, I guess.
Here.
Amazing. That's amazing.
Ooh. It's just taped.
Yeah. What
It's
else are you
just
gonna
straight
use?
up duct tape. I love it.
No, hockey tape's strong, man. You use hockey tape for like, it's like our flex tape, just very Canadian.
I don't know, use like PVC pipe or something. It's probably cheaper.
Yeah, but if you have a hockey stick, you most likely have hockey tape already.
I guess, but I don't know, man.
Like, unless you're a professional player, your hockey tape is not gonna run out that quickly. And if it's running out that quickly, oh my god, stop gripping the thing so hard or slapping so many pucks.
I don't want to.
My lord.
Ah, man. The world's on fire.
Man, I can't wait for like the next 5 episodes of stories. Holy crap.
Same.
There's just so much I can talk about.
You know what the first step to getting that to the next episode is?
Oh no.
Ending this one.
This is true.
Wow.
I just want to end this episode and roll myself in toilet paper and go to sleep.
What?
I mean, if it keeps you warm.
It does. It keeps me
Wouldn't you
warm
need, like,
knowing that I stole toilet paper from people.
Wouldn't you need like 6-ply to be warm in that though?
Just keep rolling. Just keep rolling.
Just keep
Just keep rolling. What? I don't know where I'm going with this. We've devolved into that part of the podcast. Or at least I have.
What part? What part of the podcast? We don't have an extra section in that. We don't have a new segment in the podcast yet.
Yeah, no, it's the segment where it's 2:30 in the morning.
Side note, I'm confused by how much toilet paper people use that they feel the need to stock up on it.
Not
Like,
that
it takes me
much.
forever to get through a singular roll of toilet paper. Like,
Man,
I don't understand why.
Just
I
get
don't
a day.
understand.
Just get them a day. You don't have to worry about it.
This is true.
It's $20 on Amazon, you fucking tool. Get them a day.
Wow. I mean, rightfully so. If they're hoarding and trying to resell, yeah, you are a tool. Sorry.
Let's see. Okay, maybe it went up in price. Let me.
Possibly.
It might have went up in price because people are buying them now because they're not stupid.
I have 2 theories. One,
Mhm.
they're like me, where due to health issues, they went to the bathroom like 12 times a day. Ergo, a lot of wiping. 2, this is what happens when you've got a really big ass and there's a lot of surface area to wipe.
But you just
Move
need
your
to
ass.
wipe your butthole. Why do you need to wipe your entire ass?
Oh,
But here's the thing. Have you ever considered that sometimes it's a bit messy, especially when your diet might not be
Oh my
great
God.
and it becomes like this ass explosion? You ever heard of an ass explosion?
But does it really spread out that far?
Trust me, it can. I am speaking from personal experience with health issues. So
Oh no.
this is my solution.
Okay.
While you're all buying toilet papers, I'm gonna buy a funnel.
I'm concerned.
No. Hear me out. So
I don't want to.
no, hear me out. So what you do is you attach kind of like a medium-sized funnel, one that can cover the majority of the asshole, and then you keep it all condensed because all you have to do then is kind of do like, you know how the people like do that little dab with the napkin when they have like that tiny piece on their lip that just gets a little bit of food on it, like you know, that sort of thing. You could do that with your ass, and then you'll save on so much toilet paper. Or you can use a hose and just spray it down.
So what you're telling me is that I need to do ass dabs.
I mean, for lack of a better way of describing it,
it.
booty. Yeah, it's a booty dab, dude. It's a booty dab.
Booty dab duties.
Are you telling people to
No,
like
booty
punch
duty
a
dabs.
funnel in between,
Booty
like
dabs.
between their ass cheeks when they're taking a
I'm
shit?
glad you asked that, aspiring customer, because in my mind, it's not clenching it between your ass. It's using a strap and tying it around your legs. So you tie it around your thighs. You just strap it on like a party hat, and then you have a party.
It's a party hat for your butt.
And then you dab when the party's done.
No.
I'm so done with this conversation. This has been a mess, but it's also been the ProGammaRazzCast. Thank you guys for tuning in.
It'll also be less of a mess when you use a funnel for your ass.
Nope, just tell them where to find you before I find you.
I don't think anybody wants to find me anymore, man. they know my post-apocalyptic solutions now.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna be walking around with this white cup attached to my ass.
Oh no.
It's like the tinfoil hats, but put on your butt on a funnel.
I just have a plastic funnel ass, whatever.
Oh my god.
You could screw me in like a light bulb too. Whee!
Oh no.
Oh my god, I am my own swivel chair. Yes.
No. No.
Noob, where can we find you?
You don't want to find me, but if for some reason you want to find me, because I am definitely not the same person in these other areas. Twitch.tv/ProPokeNoob. You can also find me on Twitter and Instagram at ProPokeNoob, not talking about this stuff, and instead to find tasteful and very appropriate and educational content, as well as future things coming up with fitness and public speaking. So look forward to that.
Public speaking. Ooh.
I may or may not be starting a charisma business.
Can you
Where?
learn how to not panic when I talk in front of people?
That's exactly my service that I want to offer.
Yeah.
I'm going to offer public speaking classes for content creators who have a hard time talking on the camera, or if they have to do presentations, or let's say they don't know how to be more interactive with nonverbal communication on a video.
Ooh.
I want to teach it. I have no formal training. I have formal training in it through my teaching degree, but I've also done public speaking and teaching for 18 going on 19 years now. So I've done it a lot. So I would say if you're a person who looks at papers, try and look at 19 years of experience again and tell me that a paper matters more than how many goddamn times I've spoken to people in front of a giant audience.
I might have to hit you up on that.
I have done an audience of I have done an audience of 400 before. Sorry, I'll stop now.
No, don't stop.
Go.
Don't stop. No, don't stop. No, put out the accolades.
Go buy noob services.
I am the first person in the world to have a funnel ass. Go, Raz, go.
All right, I am RazzberryBlitz. You can find me. You can find my streams at twitch.tv/RazzberryBlitz and on Twitter at RazzberryBlitz. No, it's not spelled like the berry. There's two Z's in the middle instead of the SP. Raz, like the
screw you, autocorrect.
Like the thing from Pokemon, except for it's one word instead of two. But the raspberry, it's all one word. It's all one word.
What? One whole word.
Yup.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm still dying from the contrast between noob ending to what you said.
It's a lot.
I am a funnel ass versus her, who is like, my two words are one. You know what? The words are coming together like butt cheeks for that funnel ass.
Oh no.
Related.
Okay, well, now that we've got that out of the way, I'm Gamma.
Now that we've gone full circle, like an ass. Gamma?
Pro butt cheek noob.
I tweet.
No, what the fuck?
I suffer. I play games on Twitch. Find me there at AmaGamma. Ama to the Gamma. Two M's on the right side. I don't know. Check it out, I guess.
Two M's on the right, one M on the left.
So,
Figure it out. You'll find me.
AmaGamma? Is that what you're saying?
It's
AmaGamma?
not a magma, it's AmaGamma.
That was the best thing ever.
I still hate that.
That was the best.
But
Oh,
yeah.
man.
This has been the PGRC.
This has definitely been something.
Remember, kids, be safe with your butt funneling. Goodbye.
You can't say it that way, man.
No, but for real, stay safe out there, guys.
What we say on this is a complete simulation. Do not attempt this at home.
We are not responsible. Also, be safe. Don't cough on people, you fucking freak.
Actually, well, I mean, next week we're gonna be super tame because we're all gonna be playing Animal Crossing. So
I'm probably going to be playing it through the whole podcast. So if I'm not talking or not understanding what people are talking about, that's why.
if it's just a 2-hour blank podcast, it's because we're all playing Animal Crossing at 2 a.m. because we need to see what happens at all times of the day. Oh man, how am I gonna do that? Okay, end this. Get us out of here.
All right, I got to go sell a kidney for some toilet paper later.
Bye.
Bye.
What? Wait, Gamma, how much?
A kidney. Not the good one.
Oh, okay.